Critical notice.
All right, there we are, fam. Welcome to our college football picks and previews Game Day Live here on Nuke the House channel. We've got previews of the big games today here with our coverage here and go over several games here, probably a dozen games for you leading up to the big noon kickoffs here. And our coverage with the guys here on Saturday. And we got, of course, UFC tonight as well here on the Nuke the House channel. Companion coverage 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific here tonight with our UFC as well. So we got a busy day here for you of sports betting action here on the Nuke the House channel. Thank you for joining me here for our college football preview show, and we'll have a great show in store for you, including those previews of Oregon and Penn State, Alabama and Georgia. They told me you better do those, Ramon, for sure. But the guys will be here today at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 Pacific for the overall coverage of Nuke the House Live Line with college football, NASCAR, and MMA picks and predictions all night long with the guys here on the Nuke the House channel. All right. Hey, it's a big week here, one of the biggest weeks of the season. So hopefully you're signed up here with us and the crew at Nuke the House. So you can get my plays today at Nuke the House as well. Our team of bettors has had a great season so far, up 128 units in NFL last season, already going strong. You see the ticker down there at the bottom with some of the records that we put up so far this season. So don't miss any of our college or NFL bets from the Nuke the House sports betting team. We live bet every NFL game during the season, so you can get the picks live while you watch the betting shows, or just sign up for the live betting notifications and come right to your mobile device like they do for me. Visit nukethehouse.com, sign up for any plan, and we won't charge you anything unless you want to be charged. Use the promo code Nuke the House for 1 free week. That's Nuke the House for 1 free week. And get ready to go here with our coverage today. And let's see what we got here. And ready to go. I'm ready to go here if you are with our previews of college football. Let's roll from top of the board here, 10 noon Eastern, 9 Pacific. And we'll also keep you updated on any steam that I might catch out of the FCS games here today that are set to go off. But I'm talking big games here right now, including, well, I got Notre Dame and Arkansas to lead us off. So it's not the biggest game in the world, but I mean, hey, if I'm going to be on a Nuke the House channel, I'm going to preview Notre Dame, make my ratings go up here. For the Irish coming into this one, so far not so good. 1 win and 2 losses so far this season for Notre Dame coming in. Arkansas comes in 2-2, but hey, we want to talk Notre Dame football. They lost at Miami 27-24. They also lost to Texas A&M 41-40 in that thriller. They did pound Purdue last week 56-30 in that last game for Notre Dame under Freeman. They are 5-2 against the spread as a road favorite coming in, but Notre Dame's gone over in all 3 games so far this season. Arkansas lost their last 2 games by a combined 73-66 so far. Arkansas, all 3 of their games went over as well, but man, I got to take the Hogs here actually in this one, the way I'm looking at it. I mean, look, Arkansas, they've got a little bit of offense going on here right now, and they got a quarterback in Green, I think, who knows what he's doing. So I think they can actually win this game. I like the Hogs here to really give them a battle in this one. It may get a little wild. It may get a little goofy. This total's up near 64, but I got Arkansas in this one, guys. Give me the Hogs plus the points here right now. Line coming into this one is currently 5. Even starting to see some I think it's mostly 5s out there. Sharp books may be dealing a little bit higher, but the square books are actually starting to deal it at 4.5. So a little two-way traffic here on the Nuke the House college football picks and previews Game Day Live show. We're going to go right up to the top of the hour here, so going to spend about 50 more minutes with you here right now, and let's continue on with our next early game here on the noon card with USC on the road taking on Illinois here in this one. USC, a 7-point favorite. The total, man, has gone up here to 61 in this matchup. But, so far in the Big 12, when USC's kind of had to hit the road, things are going pretty well for USC. But when they've hit the road a little bit in some of these Big 10 games, it's kind of hard to get to 60. I mean, even against Purdue, they didn't get there in that 33-17 win. It was a confident victory there over Purdue. They were minus 20 in that game and did not cover. Here they're favored by just a touchdown against an Illinois team that got blasted by a pretty decent Indiana team. Now, Indiana's probably a little bit better than USC right now, but USC is not looking too bad. I mean, Jordan Mayaba basically got some experience under his belt. He's in a pretty good position, it feels like, here with USC right now, coming in 4-0, 2-0 in conference play, averaging so far 39 points in their conference games. Trojans have gained almost 1,000 yards in their 2 Big Ten games so far this season. Coach Riley is just 3-10 against the spread as a road favorite, and just 9-22 against the spread in his career as a road favorite before overall with his time at USC as well. Illinois lost that game to Indiana 61-10 last week. Bielema, he had some success at Wisconsin in some of these roles, right? But oh man, I would have a feeling that SC might be able to put the kibosh on Illinois here in this one, and I'm going to take the Trojans in this one over Illinois today, and take USC. All right. Hey, you can get my plays here at Nuke the House behind the paywall here. If you are a subscriber to the Nuke the House channel, I've got 4 big plays on tap for you here, and I'm on a pretty good run here so far in the month of September. We've been crushing it pretty good. You know what? I did take it on the chin there last night with my play with Houston and Oregon State under. I think it did go under. I think it was 48 when the game ended, actually. We said go under 47.5. So that was close, but then the overtime came and nipped us there and got a loss. But have gone here 6-2 in my last 8 results, and also 10-3-2 in my last 15 plays. So hopefully you're signed up here. I got 4 more plays on tap tonight, including some big ones here. So I want you to join me in Nuke the House channel. Get my plays behind the paywall here. Sign up with the guys and use promo code Nuke Ramon. I think I better get it right. Oh, Holden's going to get me on that one. I had it here, and oh man, I just don't have it on my page. Oh well, use the promo code that I gave you there with Nuke the House for 1 free week, and that'll get you started. All right, I'll get up on the promos with my guys here for sure. Okay, let's keep it rolling here right now. We're starting to get some confirmations, too, of some of the quarterback situations here in college football today, and I'll keep you posted on a lot of these. I also have some steam that's come in here on some FCS games. These FCS steam moves are pretty interesting because usually the steam in the FCS moves are pretty strong. They don't get as much attention. They move a lot, but the value sometimes there's still value there despite the move because the line was already kind of off to begin with, and not necessarily like a larger line game with more heavy volume on it where it takes more to move the line. So some of these games are coming in right now with some steam right now, and I just kind of wanted to report it to you as part of our segment here on our preview show. We're going to still preview lots of big games. We got 45 minutes to go before big noon kickoff here, but Alabama State taking some steam in their game against Bethune-Cookman. Alabama State was a 6-point favorite. They're up now to a 7-point favorite. The steam came in just moments ago on Alabama State at Bethune-Cookman. Also, a good game here, South Dakota and North Dakota State, and the steam came in moments ago on the under in this game between South Dakota and North Dakota State. It was 52, but now it's down to 51 here. The move has come in. Steam came in on the game between South Dakota and North Dakota State. Under 52 has become 51 here after the widely reported Steam came in on the under. Also, Mercyhurst and South Dakota State. Steam to the over here. It was 57.5. It's now 58.5. Steam to the over in this one between Mercyhurst and South Dakota State. I'm passing along to you. Steam moves from the added board as part of my coverage here on the pregame show. Hopefully you like some of this market action. I know Keg likes it. So let's look at Utah Tech and Austin Peay. We're seeing some action here in this one with Steam to the under between Utah Tech and Austin Peay. It was 48.5, but the Steam came in, and now it's 47.5. Steam to the under here right now. You heard it reported by the Don Best Line Service. I'm bringing you legit actionable betting information. I'm just not making this stuff up. I don't know what's coming. The market dictates. Alabama State and Florida A&M. Steam to the over just moments ago in this one. It was
system play
52.5, but now it's gone up here in the game between Alabama State and Florida A&M. Steam to the over here. It was 52.5. It's now 53.5 in that one between Alabama State and Florida A&M. Also, South Dakota took Steam here as well. I'm sorry, South Dakota State in that game against Mercyhurst. They were 30-point favorites. They're now up to 31. Steam on South Dakota State. Steam on South Dakota State and the over in that game. 31 now, 58.5. The line's a little bit on the move here between those two. Also, North Dakota State, we just said the line moved down on some Steam. North Dakota State also took Steam at 23.5 up to 24.5. So Steam on North Dakota State and the under there. So North Dakota State expected to smash them and put it down on them defensively for sure. Okay, let's keep going right now. I've got more college basketball, college football that I'm sure you want to hear about some of the bigger games today. But we want to pass along some other information, have a little fun, and maybe make some bets on the added board today. How about Indiana taking on Iowa today here with these Hoosiers? Man, they're fun to watch. It's almost like watching one of the, a team out of nowhere. Hoosiers, maybe, right? With Indiana here. Man, they're a 9-point favorite right now. It might be down to 8.5, but I tell you what, DraftKings is still 9.5 here in this one. But man, after winning last week with that massive margin of victory here, you mean Iowa's going to be able to slow them down just because Iowa's at home in front of all the kids? Oh, man, I don't know. Indiana comes in here right now 4-0. They've won their FBS games 27-14, 56-9, 63-10. It just keeps getting bigger. They ran for over 300 yards over Illinois last week. They've got the Heisman Trophy candidate here right now in Fernando Mendoza. You got Signetti here, 9-2 against the spread as a road favorite, 3-0 against the spread since he's been at Indiana as a road favorite, 19-7 against the spread in Big Ten games. Indiana's gone over in 3 straight. Time to wake up and do the show for Nuke the House, I guess. Hawkeyes here, just 1-3 against the spread. Their last 4 opportunities is a home dog coming in. Now the Hawkeyes have won 8 of the last 9 in this series, but this has been Indiana going like this now for the last couple of years, not 9 years. And well, who knows? It'll be like this forever. How long can Signetti hang around Bloomington? But still, these two teams haven't met in 4 years. Signetti wasn't even here yet at that time. So I got to take Indiana to roll. I like them by double digits here today. Take Indiana in this one. Getting my free picks here on Nuke the House, college football picks and previews. Game Day Live. Live. Good to see DB Gnarly in the chat, my guy. Thank you very much for holding the wrench here, and we'll try to keep those spammers out. And if they do it for the college football? And I'm watching the Ryder Cup here, and it's just miserable. I'm glad it's college football, and I'm pretending to be all excited and everything. But right now, I mean, this has been a disaster here for the United States. Okay, and next up, I'm keeping it going here in the 3:30 block of games with LSU going up against Ole Miss. We did get the word just moments ago that Ole Miss will start Chambliss here at quarterback in this one today. So that's good. I think that's good news. I think Chambliss has looked pretty good so far for Ole Miss right now. Look, Simmons has been solid, but Chambliss is doing a pretty credible job here right now. And if Simmons isn't going to be able to make this lineup, I think they've got a pretty good option in Trinidad Chambliss, who I don't know if he is a mirror copy of him or anything, but certainly is capable. We've already seen him we've seen him in there. I don't want to say Chambliss was the starter. Remember, as Simmons came in and threw for 576 yards so far, 33 of 55. Either of these guys, it feels like, can do the job here right now for Ole Miss. So against LSU, but for LSU here, they do come in right now 4-0, 1-0 in the SEC. They beat Florida 20-10 in that win. Nussmeier doing a pretty good job here. For Chip Kelly, he is 21-13 as against the spread as a road underdog in his career. Now, Ole Miss, they pounded Georgia State. They won at Kentucky 30-23 in their SEC game. So again, Chambliss gets the start. I thought Simmons was going to be the guy, but I did see Chambliss getting mentioned there a little bit there, and I might have jumped the gun because I think he's kind of actually been on track here a little bit. So for me in this one, I'm going to take Mississippi to win and cover here over LSU with Chambliss. Very aware of his capabilities here as the starter right now, moving back into the starting position here today for Ole Miss, and I'll take them here against LSU. All right. Oh, thank you for joining me here on Nuke the House. And not as much spam on the college, right? Maybe if we were kicking off number 1 and number 2. I'm trying to remember if that game had any. Nobody else is going to get all onery on us here. Okay, let me make sure I got the right order here right now. We're still at the 3:30 Eastern block, 12:30 here right now with, Auburn. And yeah, we had the right game. You bet we did, with the Tigers coming in here, taking on A&M in this one. And got A&M here favored by 6.5 total, 51.5 here in this one. Look, for Auburn here, 3-1. They did lose their SEC opener last week, 24-17. Want to report some major steam here coming in. This is on a big board game, so we just talked about it. And steam is coming in here right now on the Notre Dame-Arkansas game. We already know it was a massive total here, and I kind of talked up the situation, right, with Notre Dame and, well, more so Arkansas and what they're doing. But the steam is coming in here on the over here. This thing's headed north of 65, it looks like right now, with steam to the over in the Notre Dame-Arkansas game. Man, it's going to be a wild one, it feels like here in that one. I'm sorry, let me get it straight. Under, I don't want to send you to the window here. Steam on the under here right now. Notre Dame and Arkansas. I'm messing up the best feature of my show. We're down to 63.5 here right now with the under there. I don't agree, and I'm not going to chase that steam for sure. Let me keep going, though, here right now before I screw up the show with Auburn and Texas A&M. Texas A&M comes in here undefeated, averaging 43 points per game. Reed, okay here. Coach Elko just 2-6 against the spread as a home favorite so far, and the Aggies are 7-11 their last 18 games against the spread, coming in off a win. Also 8-13 against the spread in their last 21 conference games. Teams have split their last 6, but Auburn lost 27-10 and 20-3 in their last 2 visits here, actually, into A&M. So in this one between Auburn and Texas A&M, I'm going to go under here in this one as my play here on the Nuke the House show. Giving you some free plays here right now, but you get my best plays behind the paywall here at nukethehouse.com. So check us out over at nukethehouse.com. Okay, more action here right now. We're one more game, and it's a big one here in the big block. 3:30 Eastern, 12:30 Pacific, with one of the games of the day for sure, with Ohio State here on the road taking on Washington. Here in this one tonight, you got Ohio State going to be a big favorite on the road, but for my man Julian Sayin, I'm kind of worried actually for him here. Still tough to go into Seattle. I mean, Washington's coming in undefeated here right now as well. That 3-0. Ohio State's look great here, of course, with Sayin at quarterback. But it's going to be tough to go in up there to Seattle. Ohio State nipped Texas, of course, 14-7, and pounded a couple of stiffs. But still, Sayin, 56 of 71 for 779 yards, 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, under Coach Day. 38-26 against the spread are the Bucks, and they're 31-21 in conference play under Day here in the Big Ten. Washington, meanwhile, is averaging 48 points per game so far in its FBS games. Washington has gained almost 1,000 yards in their 2 FBS opponents here, Colorado and Washington State. That's no Ohio State. But Washington also pretty crummy, actually, in conference games, not just the Big Ten, but back to the Pac-12. They're actually 22-38 their last 60 conference games over the 2 conferences, if you will. So Coach Fish, 9-4 against the spread in his career as a home underdog here. In this one with Ohio State and Washington, I got to take the Huskies here plus 9.5. I'm on Washington here tonight, taking these points for sure. I think they definitely can stay within single digits of the Bucks here tonight. All right, we got 30 minutes to go for big noon kickoff here on Nuke the House, college football picks and preview game day live. And we're moving out of the 3:30 block here right now and moving into later action here at 4:15 Eastern, 1:15 Pacific, with Tennessee taking on Mississippi State. In this one, you got the Vols on the road here, favored by 7, and the total 62.5. Maybe 63 here, probably 63 the way Tennessee goes. Tennessee goes over so much, I might just make up the statistics here if I can't find them here real quick. Seems like Tennessee's always going under. How can I just say 70% of all Tennessee games go under? Now, I don't know if that's true, but it sure feels like it right now, especially with Aguiar in there. I think this is a great option for Tennessee. What a trade, if you know what I mean. Getting rid of Aguiar here right now. Tennessee's gone over in 8 straight games. 8 of the last 10 Mississippi State games here have gone over at home in Stark Vegas. Mississippi State has gone under, though, in 4 of their last 5. Mississippi State's actually covered 5 in a row. Tennessee's covered 5 of the last 7 meetings between these 2 teams coming in here right now. This is going to be a doozy for sure, even if Tennessee takes it to them, if you know what I mean. But for me, I got to go over in this one, man. Come on. Tennessee's going to put up a big number here. It feels like their offense is going pretty good, and they've been known to give it up here a little bit, it feels like right now. You look at the stats here a little bit for Tennessee coming in. Yeah, they're off to a pretty swell start here right now, but I don't know if I trust them as much, even defensively here in this game at Mississippi State right now. This one's probably headed north of getting into the high 60s here in this one. I'm going to go over with Tennessee and Mississippi State. All right, we're going to move into later action right now. In fact, we're going to go to 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. Next up, I got a little steam here in the background there, right? Let me get it to you. It was in an added board game here, I think, that just came in a few moments ago. Furman and Samford Bulldogs, Furman and Samford, the Paladins. In this one, it was steam to the under, just came in a few moments ago. It was 55 down to 54 here with Furman and Samford. Some added board steam here to the under just moments ago here on the Nuke the House channel. Also, Stetson took some steam. The Hatters, they were 25.5-point dogs coming in, but they just took some steam here moments ago, and they're now down to 24.5 here in their matchup here today. Stetson against Dayton. And we're seeing the steam there. That game already got steamed to the over from 46.5 to 47, and now Stetson took the steam. They were a 25.5-point favorite. They're now 24.5 as the steam came in on the Stetson Hatters. All right, having some fun, giving out some steam here. Cornell also took some steam here in their matchup with Yale. The steam also came in on that game on the over from 47.5 to 48.5. I don't know if I like that steam. I kind of like the under in that game between Cornell and Yale, but the steam did come in, interestingly enough, on Cornell here. They were an 18-point dog, but they're now a 17-point dog right now. So steam is on Cornell here just moments ago. All right, let's keep talking big-time college football right now, and we're moving in, like I said, to that 7 o'clock block with Arizona taking on Iowa State here in this one. You got the Cyclones favored at home here by 5, and the total 49.5 here in this one. Maybe even I'm gonna call it 48.5 right now. We're definitely seeing a little bit of a move here to the under in the game here with Arizona and Iowa State, and I think I can get behind that actually in this matchup. We'll see with the U of A on the road, but you look at these two teams right now. U of A coming in 3-0. They beat Hawaii 40-6. They beat K-State 23-17. Arizona ran for 230 yards in that game over K-State. They got a veteran quarterback here in Fafita, a couple of years under his belt. Arizona just 14-26 against the spread as a road underdog. They're also just 7-11 against the spread. Their last 18 games off of a win. For undefeated Iowa State here, they've been in some close ones in their FBS games. They won by 3 points, 3 points, and 8 points. So Anthony Beck, veteran quarterback in here. Cyclones are 12-8 against the spread. Their last 20 Big 12 games. Final. Iowa State's gone under in all 3 games against FBS competition. This is a first meeting between these two teams in 25 years. So got a pick here right now coming with Arizona and Iowa State here in this one. And, well, I got to go under here with Arizona and Iowa State. Give me the under at now that it's 48.5. Arizona's gone under in 4 of their last 6. Iowa State definitely can have some unders here at home in conference games. So I'm going to try the under here at 48.5. All right, that's our one game that I took interest in that 7 o'clock block. Let's move into the big games right now. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. We got the blockbusters here real quick. Probably end this show a little bit early here. I don't know when the show went from 30 minutes to an hour. I'm going to have to talk to the bosses about that. But maybe they wanted me off the air when they before the noon UFC shows and college football shows. But today the guys are going to wait to go on the air a little later for those big games tonight. All right, Oregon taking on Penn State here and I'll take your requests in the chat. We got we got 6 dozen of you here watching. Maybe one of my better counts here on the Nuke the House channel. So really appreciate you guys, my followers, and folks that I'm meeting for the first time here on Nuke the House. Okay, next up, Oregon taking on Penn State. And, man, it's going to be, I think it's a whiteout. They told me it's a whiteout anyway. And, you do have the most plain uniforms going against the most unique, or, Oregon has new uniforms every week here. So maybe they'll change at halftime. All right. For the Ducks here coming in, hey, this is a great matchup. We know the Ducks have looked pretty good here so far. Could they win the title this year? They've won 8 straight on the road, 18 of their last 19 games overall. Penn State's won 6 straight at home, 16 of their last 19 overall. Penn State's gone over in 7 of their last 10 games overall coming into this one, and Oregon's gone over in 5 of their last 7 games coming in. But I know a lot of people are going to be on the over in this game, but I'm going under. I feel like I'm the contrarian guy here for this matchup, and I'm going under in this big game tonight between Oregon and Penn State. I think it's a little bit different when the teams played last year in the Big 12 title game when it was 45-37, when basically Oregon almost got the 52 points alone. But this time I think it might be a little bit different in Happy Valley. Penn State comes in. They beat Nevada 46-11. They beat FIU 34-0. For Drew Aller, the veteran here, basically 3 years of play under his belt by now. Penn State 16-11 against the spread, their last 28 conference games. Franklin, we know Franklin likes to cover that spread, 16-9 against the spread, his last 26 games as a home favorite. So for the Ducks here, they're 4-0. They won their 3 FBS games by a combined score of 144-24 coming in. Moore's done a good job so far at quarterback. Under Coach Lanning, the Ducks have they've covered all 3 of their games as an underdog. Not very many, right? And since the pandemic, 4-1 ATS as a road underdog for the Ducks. In those 3 FBS wins, they ran for over 250 yards per game. So eat the clock. Oregon will try to do so. Penn State, they may try to do so as well. I don't think Aller is going to be throwing over the Oregon State defense here necessarily. So I'm going to go under here in this one. I thought it would go higher here. Actually, I was looking maybe for a premium, but a higher level play. But I'm going to go under here, and I feel a little bit contrarian in this one. All right, that's the big game of the night. We got another big one right behind it here with the SEC game with Alabama taking on Georgia here. And look at this line is down to 2 here. Alabama's obviously the quote-unquote sharp side here because if you're a square like me, you probably don't want Alabama. Maybe they do. Maybe you do. Hey, I was the one that kind of made my, not debut here with the guys, but when they were coming along, Holden said, "Who do you like to win the national championship? Let's talk about that." I said, "Well, I like Alabama." Now, I didn't necessarily say I like Alabama to win the national championship, but at 10-1, I was willing to take a shot with Alabama. Now I'm already jumping off the bandwagon a little bit here. And if I can lay 2 points with Georgia, I know Alabama doesn't lose in this series, but you know what? We're definitely not seeing what we thought we might see with Alabama this year, or what we're supposed to see with Alabama here right now with Simpson. They lost at Florida State 31-17. We saw Florida State have that was a great game. They lost the game. They had the offense last night, and that wild one with Virginia. Virginia going to get fined $5 million for the way they ran on the field. Alabama, this is the first time they've been a road dog in 10 years. So Crimson Tide 11-6 against the spread. Their last 17 conference games. Kalen DeBoer was 5-1 against the spread as an underdog in his career before getting to Tuscaloosa. Georgia here, they beat Marshall 45-7. They beat Tennessee in that wild game 44-31. Stockton, it seems like he's been around forever, but hey, he's only had a few starts here right now. Alabama's won 9 of the last 10 series games coming in, although this is Alabama's first visit to Athens in 10 years. Dogs are 5-17 against the spread. Last 22 coming in off of a win. So, all right, in this one, I'm going to take the Georgia Bulldogs here to win and cover against Alabama. I guess I am jumping the bandwagon here. I mean, Alabama, maybe it's a hedge. Maybe Alabama can get back into the race here a little bit with a win. But all right, Samford is taking a little bit of steam. We mentioned them already just a few moments ago in their matchup, and now they're taking the steam. Samford here against Furman. They were 9.5-point dogs, and now they're 8.5-point dogs in their game with Furman. The steam just came in on Samford, and we know it came in on the under a few moments ago at 55.5 or 55 down to 54. All right. I think that's going to do it here for me on the show. And man, I'll try to make it longer next time. I keep forgetting we're starting here at 11 Eastern and 8 Pacific. So hopefully that was a good enough show. 45 minutes with you picking games here right now. If you have any requests in the chat, I can take it. I'm not going to stretch it out here. We don't have a show at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific that I can lead into for the guys, but do appreciate it. What else do we got? I think that'll do it here for the show. Don't forget, check us out here at nukethehouse.com and use the promo code Nuke the House. Get one free week at Nuke the House, and you can subscribe. My picks are up there right now. I've got 4 plays tonight behind the paywall here. It's just not me. All the guys have their picks here today for all the action here on our sports betting day. Not only the college football, the MMA tonight, but there's also some racing going on here today as well. So please check us out here at Nuke the House. All right, that's going to do it for me. I really want to appreciate it. We got over 100 of you here live. I'm going to bring more games. I want to bring more heat next time. I don't think 12 games was enough or 11 games was enough. So I'm going to bring it next time with 15 games next week. We'll have some great matchups here. So, all right, it's going to do it for me here on Nuke the House. And stay tuned for the guys. We'll be back here at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific to get their night started. Great night of action, including college football, UFC, and some racing action as well. And I don't know if they're watching PFL, but I can't believe this guy just lost. Check those scorecards. I was doing a show, so maybe I wasn't keeping as good an eye on it as I could, but watch out with this PFL here right now. Also, one more Steam move. I want to stay with you here. I got 100 of you, and really appreciate you watching Duke and Syracuse. Steam just came in on the under here in this one with Duke and Syracuse. Okay, it was 59, and I know it touched even 60 there, but the Steams come in on the under here with Duke and Syracuse. It sounded like a wild game to me, but the Steams come in here from 59.5 down to 58.5 with Duke and Syracuse. All right, I think I've covered enough here unless something else happens in the next couple of seconds. I want to thank everyone for checking me out here on the Nuke the House channel. Make sure you join me here tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 Pacific. I join Holden, and we go over the NFL games. Basically, Holden makes me pick the winners right here on the air. Good thing we're doing pretty well on some of those picks. So join us tomorrow. Our preview right up until kickoff. I mean, we go right as soon as I get done. I'm telling you, the kickoffs are happening on the games. So we go right up until kickoff tomorrow right here on the Nuke the House channel. One more for you here real quick. I'll take all day. Seeing some steam here right now with Northern Colorado. Right now, they're getting the points here today. Northern Colorado was getting 6 points, but now it's gone down here to 5.5 here in their matchup here this afternoon. Northern Colorado taking that steam right now. They were +6. Yes, +6.
Critical notice.
And right now they are down to +4.5 right now against Idaho State. So that's what you want to be on the lookout for here with some of these added games for sure. And again, like I said, they might sound like they're missing a lot of value. And while you are definitely missing certain points of value, these plays are usually a little bit stronger just because of the nature of them. The lines are moved by smaller bets, if you will, is kind of the way it goes down. So would you see that steam coming in there with Idaho State? I'm sorry. Northern Colorado getting the steam here against Idaho State. Northern Colorado was a 6-point dog. They're down to a 5-point dog. Okay, I'm going to get out of here while I'm fumbling my words. Really appreciate it. All of you in the chat. Really thank you very much for watching here on Nuke the House. For Nuke the House, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining me and have a great day.
Steam play.